Okay. Excellente. Welcome back to the stream. This with your host Philip Ling. It's been a while, guys. Actually, it's been 2 days. What has changed? Not much, really, to be honest. Saturday and Sunday was pretty chill, and today was actually planning to get a calls going, and unfortunately, that's not working out because my lead generator only gave me emails. So instead, we'll be focusing on emails. Ah, like that's something funny that happened on a Friday. Friday, I I was just done with work. This isn't a sprint. It's a long it's a long race. So a long marathon. So I think it's quite integral to actually give yourself time to process and think what went right, what went wrong. Lots of things went right yesterday. Today a little bit of a downside. We won't be doing any calls because I was actually hoping to record some of the calls and maybe get some money. Probably not. Money come in a bit later. But for the time being, I was really hoping to get started on the process, which maybe it will be good enough. Oh, now live on my channel. Is that something? I haven't really gotten used to the whole process of uploading this anyway. And you know what? It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be the shit. I'm slippy. This is gonna be the garage phase of my streaming. So yeah, so what's on the menu today for doing like at least 30 to 40 emails then? Oh nah, that's a lot. 30 to 40 emails a lot. Doesn't sound like a lot to you, to whoever is listening, but what tends to happen is that it's going to be quite like a process. So it's quite important to actually measure things. When we split emails, I'm not sure if I mentioned this last time, but when we split emails, you're gonna have to measure it based on like say a open rate, a plus. You know what I'll do next time? Next time I'll find a way to do like an online note so anyone can see like what's going on here, and that would be a lot better if they actually see it. Because I'm writing on a notepad. How are you guys going to actually see my notepad if you're not here? Doesn't really work out. So generally speaking, we want to measure your open rate for the subjects. Subjects that's good, then is a good open rate. Then we keep the header subject going on. Then we go to like rating. And go to rating. Our body text. Our body text needs to be a hook of some sort. An offer that is either no-brainer or no, or or relevant. And then after it goes to a link to then close. When you go closing, yeah. I'll get a whiteboard soon enough, I think. I'll get a whiteboard. And when that happens, once we get that process done, I think it'll be really good. So, but you don't want to burn out all your leads, because right now at our current rate, we are like barely optimized. Even close, not even optimized at all, really. So things get better the longer you do things. No one can make a grand improvement. Okay, maybe in a rare case scenario, one person would be able to make a grand improvement over the course of one day. To that person, I say, God damn, tell me a secret. But not me, unfortunately. I think it's a bit more important to be more realistic about our approach. So 20 emails today is actually risking it. But I think I'll do 20 emails of like managerial level to see whether they can find relevance. Because if it's senior level, we're talking senior level, then it's not really too good. Senior level, want to hook it out. God, I'm sleepy, man. I think I'm always be doing the streams sleepy, to be honest. Not because I am sleepy. I wake up early to go to the gym. I'm not sure if any one of you guys who's watching the stream goes to the gym, but you know, it's kind of gross to work out at about like 6 o'clock in the evening or say 7 o'clock in the evening, and we don't, and I don't want that. I actually would make the active effort to waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, just so to avoid people. I don't want any distraction. I just want to use the equipment. And can you imagine lining up for that? God, it's awful. Yeah, it's just so awful to do that. Yeah. What else? I gotta get some groceries. You know, that's pretty important. Mundane stuff. And I was planning to study my script a little bit more. I think I'm gonna focus more on studying my script and doing some simulation acts. We could, you know, really do. I could actually record some simulation acts the way I study it, and then after that, post it online, some shorts. That would be nice. Actually, that would be good. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That would be really cool. So yeah, I've come to realize that selling is kind of like acting, like in a certain degree. At least the preparation for selling and learning a script is kind of like acting quite a bit. So that's really so. Then the only way to do it would actually do the warm ups like an actor would, which is to read a script, be, simulate a behavior or visualize a person, try through that script, and then after adapt and integrate. I think that would be a good way to go about it. Yeah. That's like 40 minutes of like streaming today. Do I actually need 40 minutes of streaming today? Anyway, oh yeah, I got completely sidetracked about what I was talking about on Friday. So Friday, I ended up going out for a drink by myself. I think I'm gonna go through the lonely phase right now to lock in, which is fine. So sometimes going out by myself, giving myself some space to think about what happened, doesn't happen. You know, turns out to be pretty good. Pretty good idea. And I went to this ramen restaurant that's nearby, and I like to forge a bit of a relationship with people. You know, honestly speaking, I told the owner like, man, I would spend a lot more of my money in my business on a places that the service is good, compared to a delicious. To a certain degree, to a certain degree, reason being is that if it's not, you know, like if the food is that bad, no amount of service can save it. I don't think so. But by virtue of that, places with that bad of a food probably doesn't have great service either, because they're not making a lot of money and the service is pretty, and that's going to reflect back on the stuff. So I believe there's a correlation between good food and good service, give or take, 50-50, I would say. And anyway, so I end up cooking up my friend who's a sake supplier with the owner, and I was like, this is so much easier to call and like forge relationship when it's not on the phone, when it's in person. And I wish I could actually integrate that, the same form of like relationship building on the phone, to be honest. I think maybe that's actually a process of experience, and not so much a process of it would just happen, because like everything, like anything, right, things form from abstraction to like specification. So right now we're like in abstraction phase. You figure out what works, what doesn't work, and then what tailor it to my personality, so on and so forth. And maybe cold calling, what I will find out is that cold calling may not be the best way to do things, might actually be a better way right now. Yeah, we'll see. The results will show. As I'll say it once, I'll say it every time. We must focus on the process. We cannot focus on the result. The result is simply the culmination of our process, and that is what we do. You know. Yeah, it's a bit of a risk. I was telling Arthur, my fiance, last week as well, that there are times where I feel such dip in faith and belief, because you know, starting a business is scary, especially if you're burnout rate. You know, things may not work out, and I don't show it, but yeah, because it's not in good, it is not in good behavior to show weakness when you have the leadership. I mean, there are sometimes it's a good time for vulnerability, but it should be at your discretion, I believe. I think your discretion to know when to be vulnerable if it doesn't jeopardize, say, the ship, and the ship is pretty important. So anyway, I'm gonna check my HubSpot emails now. I can't show you guys something. I gotta figure out what to show as a placeholder background, to be honest. Yeah. If anyone has an idea of what would be a great placeholder background, hit me up, please, because I don't know. And to be honest, this is a community. Did it open? Oh, it opened. It opened. Some of them open. Hey, some of the emails open. That means the subject header word, because it causes them to open it, you know? Because if you see an email that didn't, what email open was it? Hey, Dana, listen, I don't want to be making this email, but hear me out. Okay, so that one had like 1 open rate. Cool. I think today, you know what? Here's the thing. Today we're gonna look through our sent email, and see how many open and how many didn't open. That would be a good tell. Okay, cool. So that one really worked. Such a stupid one, to be honest. So one of the email subject header that I used was hey, name, listen, I don't want to be making this email either, but you gotta hear me out. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. We got 1 of those email, and I think I sent out 10 of those email that open. And you know, would this help? Had 0 opens. Oh my god. Last week. Oh, you know what? Caught 2 open email for that same, huh? No. That's the one that say, hey, I don't want to be making this email, but hear me out. Yeah, out of 10. Which is 20% open, which is about 20%. Make that 3. Aha! That's quite a high open rate, 3 out of 10. Oh shit, I'm happy. Okay, so that's a really promising one. What do you mean? I didn't send a link. I sent. I'm measuring. No. I'm measuring what subject header causes people to open an email. So we have to measure the performance of an open email. Yeah, but that's not the point of the experiment. You got, like, baby, I told you, we break it down between what causes people to open. We measure that, which is high performing, and then we have to change. Then we analyze what causes people to click. So far, nothing is causing people to click, but I'm not actually measuring that right now. You get it? Yeah. Did we really have to do this on stream? Nothing. Anyway, yeah. So 3 open rate for email header. That's a 30% open rate. That's not bad, actually. That's really good. I like it. I'm gonna keep that, right now. Would this help had no open, no opening whatsoever. So naturally, this wouldn't help. Maybe people don't need the help. Maybe people don't want the help until, because how would they know what help they're looking for if we don't address it first? I guess that's really important. If we don't address what they need help with first, I guess. But then we do it by case scenario. What would we do? We could chat GPT this into, like, I don't know, chat GPT this into like a solution thing. So so I got a list of leads, and each company, right? Maybe we could say, okay, what's the current flaw or solution with chat GPT, and then like we can just put that as a subject header, do some due diligence work. We got about 25 companies to research about. So yeah, maybe. And tomorrow, if I'm gonna call them again, they would be like, "This is the guy who was like making a call." But you know what? Fuck it, because how often do people actually remember the code sales call that they have? So yeah, I think it's fine. I think we can start calling, even emailing. We can layer it together. I think that's really important. Layer both of them. Let's see. For emailing, things will start out cool. And also, it's kind of important to go to these entrepreneur fairs and everything as well, because if you go to the entrepreneur fairs, then you can actually do split two ways. Basically, we're an awareness, so I should be doing everything to get people to know, you know. And I believe there was a saying that says success begets success. So you're more success. So if you say you're good, people tend to believe you're good. And like, never, I guess that's what I mean by never admit that you lost, because the more you say something, the more it becomes. It's a bit of a horrible psychological trick, but it is true. Like, if pe- you can control the narrative of your success, I guess. So maybe when I go to these firms and everything, we'll just tell people how successful we are, how good we are doing this. And tonight, I'm gonna meet with both the guy owner of the ramen store. Oh my god, I didn't need a coffee. Uh, that's what I was saying. The guy with the ramen store. And what was that? Oh, yes. We'll see what happened. We also went to like a bar last week, yesterday, and it was this place called Loop 51. If I told you the name of the restaurant, maybe you might know what city I stay in. But yeah, this restaurant called Loop 51, and they had live music and everything. It was really nice. And down the road, I might be overstepping, biting more than I could chew. But again, I always hold it that it's integral to be delusional if you're gonna do something like this, because the idea of failure must never happen in your head. Like, it's expected that you'll be successful, and you're gonna do that every day. So like, the only way to do that is be delusional. And one of these delusions I have is to open a sake music bar with my friend and make it into a chain. To be honest, in where I stay, so almost said my personal information, but yeah, in where I stay. And to do that, we need a lot of components, a lot more experience. I question whether experience really is the factor that's needed right now, because I've seen a lot of young people, as a people, or like older people, just go for it. To be honest, just go for it and then worry about what happens later. But honestly, I would like this current endeavor I'm doing to build into a more maturity before I even think of spreading my responsibility elsewhere. And the store will always be there. It will always be there. So there's no rush. Would there be more market saturation in the future? Maybe. Maybe Japan will actually have a huge overhaul in in the way they approach their products, international products and culture. But I don't believe that. No way. They're gonna stay the same for the next decade. Though, did you know that Japan is the only country that had men that tried zero inflation to like apply zero inflation to their economic value, something along the lines of that. Basically, their wages hasn't improved for 10 years ago, and now the currency, and that's bad, because 10 years ago we wouldn't be affording some of these things right now, and they are still consistent and they're constant. They had this huge issue of moving forward from tradition. Don't know why. Change, maybe change is scary, but to be honest, sometimes change is necessary. Yeah. So I don't think Japan in the future is gonna dramatically shift its stance on tourism and spreading its awareness, which means that sake, the value of sake and the value of will still remain the same, which means there may not be a lot of opportunity. There are a lot of competitors in the market yet. But even if that was the case, right? If I were to start it now, I think I would just fall over, fry, and die. Despite the fact that I've actually met someone that was the missing puzzle of what we're looking for to execute this idea. But all in due time. Life is long and short at the same time, as you can imagine. If it's and eventually we'll reach a point where like it'll be the right where we all feel we're in the right moment to do this. But that's not now. No way. Yeah, we'll see. There's not much more for me to add other than we will see. Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, in the meantime, probably help my friend out to spreading his sake business in the Netherlands. And I think I got a perfect sweater for tonight. I'm gonna show you guys this sweater. Oh, cable. Dun dun. It's so cute, right? It's really cute. I got this. Actually quite a good. I got this. It's quite a good deal, to be honest. It was like I found for my own Kitsune. It was like 400 retail price. But and you know what? To anyone who's gonna hear 400 retail price, stop. It's not 400 retail price. I bought this at 80 euros. So I can't. So I think I'm a winner there. That's a nice little treat for me for Christmas. Yeah, it's so cute. The only thing is that it's made of mohair, and now I get itchy with mohair. When I actually wore it, I was like, why am I feeling this itch? Why is it so itchy to me? Oh my god. I think I'm allergic to it. I think I'm not that allergic to it. And even if I was allergic to it, if I wasn't dying from the allergy, I would still wear it. I hold it to you guys, and you can mark my word when I say this. Maybe this will come back to me. I would rather be like dead, but still be pretty when I'm dead. At least photogenic. I don't know. Touch wood. Actually, that kind of scared me a bit. So I'm gonna touch wood. But damn, that's my stance on it. So yeah, I'm gonna wear it. Poor guy who had an allergy attack. If anyone knows how to actually handle mohair and make it less itchy, well, let's do a search. How do we handle mohair? Actually, I'm gonna turn on my screen capture right here. Screen capture. But not this place. Oh. Yeah, that's it. Tanang mohair and make it less itchy. And it's already a soft sweater. Like, it's so soft. Apparently, we have to wash it with hair conditioner and vinegar. Well, this is intense. A gentle care to maintain its fluffiness while reducing its natural itchiness, which is often caused by the fiber poking the skin. Best method includes washing with hair conditioner to soften the fibers, which is good. Vinegar to remove the residue, whatever residue there might be, and freezing it to lock down the fiber. So I don't really know how to go about freezing it. Turn the garment inside, soak it inside in a mixture of cold water and a tablespoon of white vinegar for 15 minutes to and then after condition it with shampoo. Wash it with shampoo and conditioner with a high amount of high quality hair conditioner, and then let it rest, rinse and dry, and once completely dry, fold the garment in a plastic bag and leave it in the freezer for 10 hours overnight. This sets the fine fiber I'm a bit scared about freezing it, and what if it just becomes like, I mean, to be fair, like it's 0 degrees outside anyway. Oh, this is my Starlink, I think. But 0 degrees outside anyway, so like it should be able to handle freezing temperatures anyway. I wear my yarn a few days before I knit. You can try hair condition. The best solution is an itchy turtleneck, is to wear long sleeve quarter polo net underneath it. The same with your washing conditioner. Not all together, but I tried all those. I also it did get way better compared to sweater. It's just a little itchy but tolerable. I love wool sweater. Okay, so I guess the vinegar thing works, and we can try that. We're gonna do that actually. I think I'll do that on the weekend. And after that, we're going to, because I love the sweater. I think it's so cute, but God, I sneeze. I sneeze and everything, and I don't know what to do about it. It's heartbreaking. I'm pretty sure the guy who had the sweater also felt heartbroken as well. So like, no, it's not working out well for him. Yeah. What time is it now? I'm just getting hungry. I think today is going to be a short stream because nothing really quite exciting really worked out. All I have to do is just really analyze the emails I have, send out 20 more emails to verify. Maybe I'll send out 20 more emails to validate the open rate for that header. And then would this help can go to the drain, because apparently that did not help anyone. So that's sad. It didn't help me. So why would I do that? And then I gotta buy some chicken and stuff like that, and then we'll call it a day, to be honest. Okay. See you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and the stream and the day continue. This is day 4 of our why am I actually? This is day 4 of starting a business, and oh my god, actually starting the title with at the end of the show. Wow. Okay, cool. All right. See you guys. Bye bye. Oh.